Right now, as we speak, the Department for Work and Pensions has just dropped a bombshell. At 1 p.m. today, they announced 7 massive changes that are coming into effect from the 1st of September 2026. And if you're a UK pensioner, these changes could mean hundreds of pounds more in your pocket, or, if you're not paying attention, they could cost you dearly. I'm talking about the winter fuel payment, your free bus pass, the state pension triple lock, and even new rules that could see HMRC taking money straight out of your bank account if you don't act fast. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another DWP announcement, another load of confusing jargon. I get it. The system is designed to be complicated. But I've spent hours going through today's briefing, so you don't have to. I'm going to break down exactly what these 7 changes mean for you, your family, and your bank balance. And here's the thing. Some of these changes have deadlines that are coming up in just a few weeks. Miss them, and you could be leaving money on the table or even facing unexpected tax charges. From the return of the winter fuel payment, with a catch that could see you paying it back, to the free bus pass age being pushed back for thousands of pensioners, to the triple lock giving you a potential £500 boost next year, we're covering it all. But there's one change that's caught everyone off guard, and it's going to affect how the DWP looks at your bank account. If you've got savings, you need to hear this. Before we dive into the full list of these 7 changes, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the channel, and it means you won't miss the other crucial updates we've got coming. Now, let's get into it. Because if you're a UK pensioner, this is the most important video you'll watch this year. Let's kick off with change number 1, and it's the one everyone's been waiting for. The winter fuel payment is back, and it's been significantly overhauled. If you remember the chaos of the last couple of years, the government first tried to means test it, which caused absolute fury among pensioners. Then they U-turned. Well, the new system is now in place, and it's a hybrid approach that's going to affect almost every pensioner in the country. The winter fuel payment is an annual lump sum designed to help older people with their heating bills during the winter. For winter 2026 to 2027, all people over state pension age are again eligible for the payment. But here's the catch that's caught a lot of people out. If your individual taxable income is more than £35,000 a year, you'll have to pay the money back through the tax system. This is called the winter fuel payments charge, and it's applied to individuals, not households. So if you're a higher earner but your partner isn't, only your share will be recovered. The government says this means over 3/4 of pensioners will still benefit, but if you're in that top quarter, you need to make a decision right now. Here's the really important part. The DWP has confirmed that there are deadlines to opt out of receiving this payment if you don't want to deal with the tax charge later. You have 2 options. You can receive the winter fuel payment as normal and have it recovered through your tax bill in the 2027 to 2028 tax year, or you can opt out before the September deadlines, so you simply don't receive the payment at all. The deadlines are fast approaching. If you want to opt out by phone, you need to do it by 6 p.m. on Friday the 18th of September 2026. If you want to opt out online, you have until 11:59 p.m. on Sunday the 20th of September 2026. Once you opt out, you remain opted out for future years unless you choose to opt back in. So if your circumstances change, say you retire fully and your income drops below the threshold, you can contact the Winter Fuel Payment Centre to start receiving it again. Now, how much are we talking about? The amount you get depends on your age and your living situation. If you were born before the 28th of September 1946, you could get up to £300. If you were born between the 28th of September 1946 and the 27th of June 1960, you could get £200 if you live alone, or £100 if you live with someone else who qualifies. And if you're 80 or over, you get the top rate. But here's the key detail that determines whether you're eligible at all. The winter fuel payment is tied to something called the qualifying week, which runs from the 21st to the 27th of September 2026. To be eligible for the payment this year, you must have reached state pension age on or before the end of that qualifying week. And because the state pension age is currently increasing from 66 to 67, not everyone approaching retirement age will qualify. The DWP has confirmed that you need to have been born on or before the 27th of June 1960 to reach state pension age by the end of the qualifying week. So if you were born after that date, you will not get the winter fuel payment this year. That's a hard rule, and it's going to catch a lot of people out. Which brings us to change number 2, and this is one of the biggest stories of the day. The state pension age is rising, and it's happening in a phased way that's going to affect thousands of people born in the early 1960s. The government is increasing the state pension age from 66 to 67 between 2026 and 2028, and this was accelerated by the Pensions Act 2014. But the increase isn't happening all at once. It's being phased in monthly increments for people born between April 6, 1960 and March 5, 1961. Instead of reaching state pension age on a specific date, people in this group will reach it at 66 years and a specified number of months, depending on their exact birthday. So what does this mean for September? If you were born between the 6th of September 1960 and the 5th of October 1960, you are going to face a 6-month wait before you can claim your state pension. That means your state pension age is 66 years and 6 months, not 66. And it gets longer the later in the year your birthday falls. Here's the full timetable for those affected. If your birthday is between the 6th of September and the 5th of October 1960, you'll reach state pension age at 66 years and 6 months. Between the 6th of October and the 5th of November 1960, it's 66 years and 7 months. Between the 6th of November and the 5th of December 1960, it's 66 years and 8 months. Between the 6th of December and the 5th of January 1961, it's 66 years and 9 months. And it keeps going until it reaches 67 years for anyone born between the 6th of March 1961 and the 5th of April 1977. If you're in that group, you won't get your state pension until you turn 67. That's a massive delay for some people, and if you've planned your retirement around getting your pension at 66, you need to go back to the drawing board. Now, change number 3 is directly linked to the state pension age increase, and it's something a lot of people overlook. Your free bus pass is being delayed too. Under the English National Concessionary Travel Scheme, eligibility for a free bus pass is tied directly to state pension age. As the state pension age increases, the age required to claim a free national bus pass in England is rising alongside it. A spokesperson for the Department for Transport confirmed this, saying they recognise that bus passes are vital to many older people, providing access to essential services and keeping people connected through free local travel. But the rule remains. Eligibility changes in line with the increase in state pension age. So if you have to wait 6 months longer to get your state pension, you also have to wait 6 months longer to get your free bus pass. For many seniors, that bus pass isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline for getting to the shops, to the doctors, to see family. This is a double whammy for those affected. But there is some good news. In Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, the rules are separate from the state pension age. Free local bus passes remain available to all residents aged 60 and above. And if you live in London, you can apply for a 60-plus Oyster photo card, which gives you free travel on buses and TfL services before you reach state pension age. There's an admin fee, but it's a way to bridge the gap. But for everyone else in England, you need to check your state pension age and understand that your free bus pass will come on the exact same day. Don't assume your council will just send it. You'll likely need to apply once you reach that later state pension age. Change number 4 is the one that's going to have the biggest impact on your actual pension income, and it's the triple lock. The triple lock guarantees that the state pension increases each April by whichever is highest out of inflation, wage growth, or 2.5%. The current Prime Minister, Andy Burnham, has committed to keeping the triple lock in place, despite concerns from some economists about its long-term affordability. And the latest figures suggest that the triple lock is going to deliver a significant boost next year. The wage growth element, which is taken from the May to July figures, is currently sitting at 4.1%. If those figures hold, it would mean the state pension is set to increase by around 4.1% from April 2027. That would take the full new state pension from its current £241.30 per week to around £251.20 per week, which is an increase of just under £10 a week, or over £500 a year. However, the exact figures won't be confirmed until the official data is released in September. For older pensioners on the basic state pension, the increase would be the same percentage, but on a smaller starting amount. The basic state pension is currently £184.90 per week, so a 4.1% increase would take it to around £192.50 per week. That's a £7.60 weekly increase, or nearly £400 a year. But here's the important thing to remember. The absolute minimum increase possible under the triple lock is 2.5%, so even if wage growth falls, you're guaranteed at least that much. It means the new state pension will definitely be at least £247.30 a week from next April. Now, change number 5 is about the wider cost of living picture, and it's something that Age UK has been highlighting with growing concern. Despite the return of the winter fuel payment and the triple lock increases, a significant number of pensioners are still struggling. A new report from Age UK found that more than 1 in 4 pensioners, equivalent to 3.4 million people, said they were struggling financially, and the figure is much higher for some groups. For example, 48% of social housing tenants and 51% of private renters said they were struggling financially. The report also found that 30% of pensioners felt less financially secure than the year before. While things have improved slightly compared to 2025, the underlying vulnerabilities remain. Energy prices are still higher than they were before 2022, and any renewed spike would hit pensioners on fixed incomes particularly hard. The government has announced a Crisis and Resilience Fund from April 2026 to help those most in need, but it remains to be seen how effectively that money will reach pensioners. The message from Age UK is clear. The support is there, but it's not reaching everyone who needs it. Change number 6 is about the cost of retirement itself, and it's a reminder that the state pension alone might not be enough for the lifestyle you want. Pensions UK has updated its retirement living standards for 2026, and the figures show how much you need for a minimum, moderate, or comfortable retirement. The good news is that thanks to falling energy prices, the cost of achieving a minimum retirement lifestyle has actually gone down slightly. The minimum standard, which covers the basics with a few small extras, now costs £13,400 a year for a single person and £21,600 for a couple. The state pension typically covers this minimum standard, which is reassuring. But if you're aiming for a moderate lifestyle, which gives you more financial freedom, you'll need £31,700 a year for a single person or £43,900 for a couple. And for a comfortable lifestyle, which includes more holidays, weekends away and meals out, you'll need £43,900 for a single person or £60,600 for a couple. These figures are after tax, and they're based on research with people across the UK. The report also highlights that the current 8% minimum auto-enrolment contribution might not be enough to guarantee a moderate or comfortable retirement. Pensions UK recommends aiming to contribute at least 12% to improve your chances. So, if you're currently saving the minimum, now might be a good time to review your finances. And finally, change number 7 is something that's been flying under the radar, but it's potentially one of the most significant. The DWP is getting new powers to check your bank account. Under the Public Authorities Fraud, Error and Recovery Bill, the DWP can now issue what's called an eligibility verification notice to banks, asking them to look at accounts that receive certain benefits. This is designed to crack down on fraud and error, but it's raised serious privacy concerns. For now, the checks apply to universal credit, pension credit, and employment and support allowance. The state pension is currently excluded. But the government has said this is just the beginning, and the list could be expanded. The main thing the banks are being asked to check for is the savings limit. If you're claiming universal credit, you cannot have more than £16,000 in savings and still be eligible. And if you live with a partner, your combined savings are taken into account. If your savings exceed that limit, you could lose your benefit entitlement. The DWP is also asking banks to flag accounts that show evidence of spending abroad, as there are strict rules about how long you can be outside the UK and still claim benefits. But there are strict limits on what the banks can share. The DWP will only get limited information, such as your account details, your name and date of birth, and confirmation of whether your account met a specific eligibility indicator. They will not get a breakdown of your spending. However, if you have a joint account with someone who claims benefits, your information could be shared with the DWP, even if you've never claimed a penny from them. This is a significant expansion of the DWP's powers, and it's something every pensioner should be aware of. So, let's recap the 7 big changes. Number 1. The winter fuel payment is back, but with a £35,000 income threshold and September deadlines to opt out. Number 2. The state pension age is increasing, with delays for people born in the early 1960s. Number 3. Your free bus pass is being delayed in line with the state pension age. Number 4. The triple lock is set to deliver a £500 plus increase to the state pension next year. Number 5. Despite all this, over 3.4 million pensioners are still struggling financially. Number 6. The cost of a comfortable retirement is now nearly £44,000 a year for a single person. And number 7. The DWP has new powers to check your bank account. The message is clear. The money is there, the support is there, but it's fragmented, confusing, and constantly changing. You have to be proactive. You have to check your eligibility. You have to claim what's rightfully yours. And you have to be aware of the deadlines, like the one coming up on the 18th and 20th of September, to opt out of the winter fuel payment if you need to. The government isn't going to send a representative to your house to tell you what you're entitled to. You have to know. So here's what I want you to do today. Check your state pension age on the gov.uk website. Check your eligibility for the winter fuel payment. Check if you're affected by the free bus pass delay. Check if you need to opt out of the winter fuel payment. And check if you might be eligible for pension credit or attendance allowance. Share this video with your friends and family. So many seniors miss out because they don't have the internet or they're just not aware. You can be the one to help them. You might just be saving them hundreds, even thousands of pounds over the next year. If you've already checked your eligibility or you're planning to take action, drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single comment and I'm here to help. We're a community and we look out for each other. So, check your dates, know your rights, and claim every single penny you're entitled to. It's your money and you deserve it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.